Whoa, it's Wulzy. Welcome back to another Geometry Dash level request video. Reminder, I'm clearing the form on the first day of every month. I explained why in my last video and in an announcement post in my Discord server, which you can find linked in the description down below. You'll also find the form I'm taking these levels from linked in that Discord server. All you gotta do is join, read and agree to the rules, and you get access to the chat and the form. The first level I'm playing today is Euphori by Pseudo Purdue, using Euphoria by DJ Abic. Ooh, interesting transition with the rocket ship. I haven't really seen that done before. This part has potential, but the colours are meshing together a lot because none of the glow has blending. And this colour scheme isn't the nicest to look at in my opinion. And I feel like the pulses in the background with the white don't go with anything else you've made. Oh, yeah, this feels super unpolished so far. There's definitely potential in the designs and the way it's set out, but I'm not feeling most of the colour schemes, honestly. A good thing is that you've clearly defined the blocks, so I can very clearly see where to go. I really like how saturated that heart is, and I feel like that's kind of effective. But I'm not sure about the white usage overall. I feel like it's a little bit too much, and I feel like a part like this would benefit from a higher colour range rather than just one colour and white, if you get what I mean. I like that transition out, and you've brought the rocket back so it's not just in there for no reason. It comes back around full circle. That was pretty cool. It had some decent progression. It had some nice ideas. The colours just weren't doing it for me. Dillop by Nihilsh using No Escape by DJ Jaina. Ooh, this level has some vibes coming with it, done with the dark colours and the bright glow on the edges of the blocks. It's got one of my gripes, the black lines covering the screen, but that's only on a pulse, and it has been phased out already, which is pretty cool. But this glow is looking pretty cool. I like how there's an indicator that you can slide with these orange lines. I feel like at times it could be a little bit darker so the glow can stand out even more. Yeah, the glow is looking pretty nice for the most part, honestly. I love how it's set out, but it could definitely do with some pulses to keep it going, because there's not really much movement that's catching my attention. I need something that's going to break it up a little bit. The colours are getting a little bit weird here. I'm not sure about the colour of these slopes. There we go, we've got some pulses now from left to right. That's actually really nice. Why couldn't it have done this earlier? But a good thing it's done is it's used the pulses to build the tension right here. I like that. It was going for the vibes in the first part, but now it's trying to build the tension towards the end. It's felt very samey all the way through. I feel like it's had the same glow format, and it kind of needs to be switched up at this point. And is it going to end at the drop? Hell yeah. Interesting, but no send for me, because it got very repetitive. I feel like there's a lot of missed potential in this. I'm going to give it an 8 star. Bundt Lit by Demon Peep using Lumina by Zomu 10. Quite interesting, honestly. The background has been done like a million times with the checkerboard, but we're going to let that slide for a moment just to critique how it looks. It's switching up pretty frequently. It could be using Don't Fade on the side for every block because they're kind of cut off awkwardly on the edges of the screen. Yeah, you've got a lot of ideas so far, and they've been linked together pretty well, honestly. What? Ah, there's an orb behind that portal. I see. Yeah, the colours are interesting, but with that kind of pulse on the screen, it leaves a lot of black space that's just awkward to look at. Kind of climactic drop, actually. I quite like this. The blocks and the saws could definitely be expanded on, and I'm kind of sick of these pulse and details. They're just getting really repetitive at this point. But I like the vibes towards the end. It is progressing quite a lot, and there's been a lot of variation in this level so far, which I appreciate. Up. And we've got a flying cube transition. Interesting. Yeah, this level just seems really unpolished. The colours don't really fit well together, and there is a lot of black space a lot of the time. The designs are kind of undeveloped, but I like the way it's looking overall. Could definitely use more detail, movements, some stronger pulses. Yeah. Next up, we've got Hype Time by Vadi using Vremya Kuiper by Gamertho French 26. Alright, I've seen this before. I think Harry S played it on his Twitch stream. I really like the sync in this, and I love that really bright glow that comes up and covers the screen at the bottom, although it does get a little bit repetitive. The sync is just so good though. Hell yeah. It's very flashy, and there's not really much design, but I think it just looks really clean overall. I don't really know what else to say. This is awesome click sync duel. I'm not even thinking about what I'm doing, I'm just clicking to the music and I'm somehow surviving. Damn, that's awesome. Although it's using very similar pulses all the way through, I do think the variation is enough to keep me interested. I don't think it's demon difficulty. Like, there seems to be a lot of leeway with what you can and can't do. The song is very original. I haven't really seen a level use a song like this before. Gonna like that. I'm gonna send it for an Insane 8 feature. It looks very nice. I like how it goes and flows. Damn, I love how this builds the tension. This is so fun to play, even though it's just click sync. Next up, we've got 5 Circles by GD Vaniel using Rebirth by Aaron Music. Interesting design level. The background could maybe be darker to make that glow pop out more. Oh, damn. I like these pulsing lines in the center of the screen. I feel like it makes up for the fact that there's no structuring in the middle. Green Orb Bug 2. This gameplay isn't exactly the most clean. There's a lot of teleportal gameplay. Yeah, it's switching between parts a lot with just teleportals. I'd like to see some more built-in transitions, link the parts together a bit more. Although the designs do actually look pretty decent. There's a lot of white usage, which is interesting. I like that it's darker than it was in the beginning. I feel like the glow is more effective because of that. This is pretty cool, this little interlude in the middle. It feels quite enclosed at the moment because of the ground spikes, and they don't have any details inside them. They just look quite bland as they are. But I like the pulsing blocks, and I like that they've been carried on between parts. That's interesting. I recognize this song from somewhere, and I don't know where. But I kind of like these pulsing lines, even if they have been done in the level before. And this kind of reminds me of a 9 Circles level, kind of. Just with more messy structuring, weirder designs, and it feels quite clumsy overall. This part is the part that's keeping my interest in this level, because I feel like it builds up the drop pretty effectively. The beginning could definitely be tweaked to have glow like this, and have the background color kind of suit the part. I also really like the pulses in this part, and the block effects right here, although they could be more creative. Fantasia Land by Sam Max using Brawl featuring Aced by Lemkuja. Ooh. Vaporwave. Alright, I see you. Is this lagging me? I think this is lagging me slightly, but this looks cool. I'm not sure how I've just survived that, but we'll ignore that. Although I'm lagging, I love how the colours are set out, and I love the Vaporwave look to this. It looks very lucid. The blocks don't look solid at all, which is really nice to see. It allows all of the colours to mesh together, especially with all of the blending. I love the background, how you've got the streaming lines across that are flickering on and off. This is really solid overall. There's variation, maybe not on the blocks, but the background's really keeping this going right now. The blocks literally are just like blurry default blocks, but I respect what this level's going for. It's very progressive, nice. It's a pretty fine-tuned low detail mode too. You've removed like all of the unnecessary detail. The blocks still look blurred, the background's still flickering and taking effect. Let's actually get to the end in practice mode this time. There we go. Now we'll send this for a 5-star feature. Bada bing, bada boom. Last level, Statesque by Valkyrie Master. Is this a mega collab? Yep, Tropo, GD, Eartham, Tianscraft, Lenzip, Parzival Games, and FNM04. Haven't heard of most of them apart from Eartham, so this is interesting. Ooh, this is looking perky. I like the color scheme again. Let's go. This video's been full of good color schemes, man. Seems to be a modern mega collab. Not what I was expecting, but we'll take it. Looks very nice. The gameplay is very well set out, and it doesn't seem to be a demon so far since I'm at 20% without dying. Maybe I'm just lucky. Or maybe the gameplay ramps up like this. Jeez. I'm sight reading it though. Interesting. Oh, wow. Nice transition. I love that. How it snaps to the next part from the top and bottom. Very creative. Very energetic too. I like that. This seems to be a very solid modern mega collab so far. Although the gameplay has been quite inconsistent. Some parts are really easy and some parts are quite fast paced like this one. Kinda anticlimactic transition too compared to the rest, but those pulses on the blocks look really cool. Ooh, that completely swapped right there. Not sure if I'm a fan of that, but the gameplay has been pretty good so far, and this is nodding to Rush Hour by Knots, I see. With this part too. Maybe could have been a bit more original with that. There wasn't really much added from the original Rush Hour in my opinion. Just seems kind of out of place in the middle of this art mega collab. Interesting ending too, how the sun's coming out. It's slower than the rest. I'm not a fan of the sword designs, but I like how the colors are distributed on my screen at the moment. almost just plunged into the ground. This level's pretty long too. I've only gone like 10% in the last 20 seconds. Okay. Boom. Is this the ending, or is there another part that's going to try and kill me? Oh, it's an ending credit screen thing. Cool. I like how this is incorporated into the level instead of just being a random end screen that you don't have to do anything in. Pretty nice. Yeah, that's a solid level. I enjoyed that. Gonna send that for a demon feature. Pretty long. Was that an XL? Yep. Very interesting. It kept my interest all the way through, which is what an XL level should do. If not, then it's boring. But yeah, thank you for watching this Geometry Dash level request video. Check the links in the description. Leave a like and subscribe. And have a good day.